Okay. Greetings, everybody. My name is Coin, and welcome back to another episode of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Hopefully, we're all doing well on this fine day, and before we march on into the game, I'd like to take a moment and just thank our contributors this month. Our contributors this month. I'd like to thank Brightwell At for their Tier 1, and Michael DS and Mr. Rowan Darcy for their primes that are still continuing into this month's cycle. Thank you so very much. Your help means more than I can express. And while we don't have any current one-off donators, I would like to thank people who have donated in the past for all of that, for last month and so on. I really appreciate it. Let's see how much we have to tinker with the camera. Okay, so hi, how you doing? Welcome back. Last time we continued our march into quests of every variety. Let me just make sure the stream title is correct. It is. Let's see, everything. I've not connected with the chat bot. Let's fix that. Okay, chat bot connected. The two chats are live. Yeah, okay, I believe we're good. All I really have to do is just close these tabs. There we go. Stream should be nice and healthy. So, bookkeeping. Like I said, last time we started doing quests. We started by finishing up Weapon Connoisseur and then moving on to do a bunch of small quests. And then, lastly, we ended up, rounding out the bunch with the tablets for Zora's Domain. That was kind of a long-winded quest. It was very much worth the time spent to read it. We learned that the Zora like to keep diaries in stone monuments, apparently. Or maybe more specifically, their kings like to do this. But anyway, today we've got a couple things on the docket. We've got some I've marked some shrines that we need to go back and get the chests for. I told you guys I would mark them off camera. I have done this. And then we're gonna continue right back to doing quests. But I want to knock out these chests first so that we're not having to worry about it later. Finally, other bookkeeping. I have ground up the necessary star fragments. I even managed to get one extra. I'm approaching completion on grinding up the necessary opals for the quest. There are a few other things. I need to get some Molduga guts. I still need some Hinox guts. But we are actually good on Lionel parts, so I don't have to grind those quite as hard. There may also be some Ancient Guardian parts I still have to grind up, but we're definitely approaching the finish line on everything we need to upgrade the armor sets to completion. And what I intend to do with that, I do see that comment on Mal. Greetings, welcome on in. I'll finish replying to it in just a moment, but hopefully you're doing well, good sir and or ma'am. And I hope you're well in body and mind, and I hope you enjoy your stay. There are a few things we have left to do. I have to get some energetic rhino beetles. I'm definitely going to be focusing on grinding off camera. I've been grinding field bosses to really help with all this. Just explaining what's been happening when I'm off camera. I even ground out the necessary hardy bass and everything. So the only thing I really have to do is find all the trout. And we got to find this stuff for the compendium anyway. Now, you guys might be asking yourselves, why are we starting in a shrine? Well, I parked us here specifically so that we could take care of all the chests. Now that I have explained everything to its completion, one other bit of business. I'm gonna have to end stream more or less right at 5 o'clock. I have to go get ready for an event with friends tonight, so there will be no rating, and I'm gonna have to like do all the outro stuff about 5 minutes in advance. I did tell them that it's possible I might need to push, but I would really prefer to, like, you know, do the proper hair care and grooming before I go out in public. I just think that's a good idea. So, not that I'm not already groomed, but it's always nice to double check these things before being out in public. So I will be cutting stream like almost exactly at 5, maybe give or take 5 minutes. I think that's covered everything. Now I can actually turn to Mr. Onmal, probably, and say hi, hello. Hopefully you're doing well. Good to see you again. Like, most importantly, I want to make sure I've said that. I hope you're doing well. How are you? If you don't mind my asking. And if not, you want to lurk, that's also all cool with me too. Does not matter. Lurkers are welcome here on my channel. Promise. But now this one's interesting. I apparently just missed this, like, structure in the ceiling. And that'll probably do it for the missing chest. We got all the other ones. If I look, yep, this one is now complete. We can remove this pin, and we can move to the next one. So our next shrine is here. Now, I will be looking up the contents of the shrines so that I'm not wasting everybody's time, and I'm not spending an hour looking for missing chests in shrines. Again, I want to try to get... We're already a bit behind schedule for when I intended to enter DLC 2. So I want to try to, like, put that behind us. But that is my intention today. Today is going to be very focused. There isn't going to be... I should say there's not going to be chatter. Obviously, there's going to be chatter, but I'm going to try my best to minimize it. Also, I'm probably going to put my foot down about politics today. So, Makara is the name of the shrine. So I'm going to be looking down onto my phone today, just in case anyone was like, why am I not looking at chatter on the screen or whatever? That's why. On Mal on Twitch says, quite good. Awesome. Glad to hear it. Even though you got a bit disappointed from playing Slime Rancher, my sibling has that game. I hear it's quite good. Why the disappointment, though? Slime Rancher is tedious, but it's usually a fun time from, you know, other people talking to me about it. I don't personally own the game, but many of my friends do, and they usually have a good time with it. Okay. Already know about the shrine. I just need the treasure chests. Okay, I'm gonna kind of follow the instructions. Let me see if I can't parse exactly where a chest is. So there's an ancient core and a diamond. That's what we're looking for, I think. No, it's not it. I don't want to put the bombs near that either. You were doing a challenge, and when almost beating the game, it turned out that it's impossible? Oh. Like, you know, you pass the point of no return, or something similar to that. Why do you say it's impossible, if and you don't mind my asking? Okay. Gotta kind of look around in here. Okay, let's turn around. These are relatively late in the instructions. Yeah, these are late in the instructions. Okay. When I hear impossible challenge, I think of like the Tales games in this regard, where like not the later ones, like Tales of Arise is like pretty good, as well as Berseria and Zestiria. They don't really have missables, but like Tales of Vesperia was like one of the ones that had like huge amounts of missables. Huge amounts of missables. So many missed skits. Hate that stuff. Okay, so oh, right, they're not actually highlighted. That's the problem. All right, I need a set of instructions that actually highlights the specific chest contents. Let's see. I really wish the browsing experience on phone didn't require so many ads. Anyway, let me make sure I've actually caught up with everyone. Hey there, Housequaker. Good to see you. I'm glad you could make it. Hopefully you're doing well in health and spirit today, and I hope you enjoy your stay. Housequaker on YouTube says, Twilight Princess has one heart piece that's completely inaccessible if you miss it the first time you pass by it. So infuriating. Oh, I wonder if that's in Chugga Conroy's, like, Let's Play of Twilight Princess. He's doing the Twilight Princess HD, and I'm pretty sure that that's not a thing in the HD version, but... maybe it's like an episode I haven't watched yet. I'm really curious if he ever says anything about it, because he does dig through previous editions of games that he could have played instead if he has something more recent. They didn't fix it for the HD? Wow. Then I really hope that they, like... I really hope he talks about it then. I'm curious. OnMao on Twitch says, it's just not possible to progress to the end point with the challenge rules you've set up. Okay. So when you say challenge, OnMao... Are we talking like a personal challenge or like a challenge in the game? So like, for example, a hitless or deathless challenge run is like a more personal challenge, aka get through the game without getting hit or without taking any damage or dying or whatever. That's usually almost always a like personal challenge, whereas like an NPC gives you an objective, or the game gives you an objective to do this thing in this much amount of time using this thing only. That kind of tends to be more of a, like, game staple, if you're getting what I'm asking. If not, I'm more than happy to clean up my question. Just let me know. Housequaker said the area becomes filled with poisonous fog after you go through it the first time. But the poisonous... Oh, wait a second. The poisonous... Housequaker is the one that said that. Does the poisonous fog, like, void you out? Because I was under the impression that poisonous fog usually doesn't void people out, but it's Nintendo. What do I know? Alright, so this was 10 bomb arrows. Okay, so I either missed a diamond or an ancient core. It's good to know we at least got this one. Nice. Okay, do we need the... I'm gonna take this magnetic ball with me this time. I think I remember actually needing it anyway. A challenge without picking up keys. I mean, it's probably possible with glitches. Ah, okay. So that sounds like a personal one, aka the thing that would make a very good YouTube video, by the way. Or like a very good live stream is just, you know, do this type of challenge. Oh, no, do not. Oh my God, all right. Oh, hello now. What's this? Didn't see that my first time. This is probably the chest right here. Okay, we missed the diamond. I'm willing to bet that's done. Yes. Okay, cool. Next one is actually over here. I'll have to look at the name again so I know what to punch into Google. I know this is kind of tedious and boring stuff, but I did say we would get pretty much all of like these sorts of treasure chests. They're kind of supposed to be one-time things. Quartic. Gotcha. No, Polygon's not gonna do it. It's gotta be a different one. Sapphire, feathered spear, and ancient core. Nope, this guide also doesn't. Gotta have it pointed out to me. It's probably possible with glitches. Yeah. It probably would make sense. Well, I mean, it's completable if you learn how to glitch, right? So you have like an option. You could either learn how to glitch, or as you've already said on Mal, I mean, it's not possible, right? Without glitching. One of those two things. And both can be equally satisfying, especially if completing the game without picking up keys is like, if you've come a long way, you can safely conclude that it's not possible without glitching. Let me make sure I've caught up on YouTube and then we can keep moving. House Quaker on YouTube says, yes, it wipes you if you enter the fog. Okay, it does void you out. You go through that area with an NPC at one point, but he doesn't take you by the heart piece. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I remember my Twilight Princess now. Yeah, the lovely female monkey does not bother doing that. She's busy, rightfully, concerned about saving her friends. Wait, though, don't you get the lantern? Can't you go back with the lantern? I feel like you could go back with the lantern, or does the area clear up when you do that? Like when you advance to the temple or whatever. I feel like the monkey carries the lantern. You don't get to hold it. Right. I know that's the case for the first one. For like the first pass through. And when I'm following along. Okay, and there's no point in going for a second pass through because it's inaccessible if you come back for it. Yeah, so my question is stupid. Sorry. It just that's just such utter jank. Like, come on. Is there gonna be a Switch remaster? Not that I expect people would buy it, given what's in the, the end user license agreement. I don't think anybody should be buying a Nintendo product right now, apart from, folks like Chugga Conroy or people that need to do it for a living. Like, we have to show Nintendo through the power of our wallet with good consumer practices that the EULA that they are subjecting us to is not acceptable, like, at all. Picking up your Switch 2 tonight? That's fair, House Quaker. That's fair. If you pre-ordered it before the EULA, that's not... That's fine. I'm not, like, trying to judge anyone for... What the heck is this? How did I not notice this? I could blow it up, though, right? Okay. Oh, I know what you could do, though. It's just a Mario Kart world and you're living in it. Yeah, that's fair. I don't want to judge anyone. If especially, again, it's just like people in, Teslas. If they bought a Tesla before Elon went ape, so to speak, there's no reason people should be torching those particular Teslas. There's really not. You shouldn't, like, admonish people for having bought an efficient electric car just because the owner later turns out to be a certified jerk. I will not admonish people for pre-ordering a Switch before the EULA. But if people are buying a pre-order after they've heard about the EULA, that's a problem. It's just like Hogwarts Legacy. This is a great filter topic. Let's get that out of the way. First, trans rights are human rights. I will not hear otherwise. Second, it's one thing if someone gifts you Hogwarts Legacy. If someone gets it to you for your birthday, that is not your fault. You did not purchase that knowing what kind of person Miss Rowling is. I also will not admonish people for wanting to give it to for wanting to get it to live out their fantasy, but you should know that living out the fantasy of Rowling's wizard world comes at a consequence. Okay, I like that there's something back there, but what I don't know is how we get it. I think what I kind of have to do, we want a cube bomb, and I want to put a balloon on it. Just one. Like this. Blow it over. Pop the balloon. And then, yeah, pop the balloon and then detonate the bomb. Okay, got it. But before that, I want to finish my train of thought from earlier. I'm not going to judge people for, and especially with Hogwarts Legacy 2, there really are like zero excuses for. But as far as the original, there could be people out there who just don't know what kind of person J.K. Rowling is, and like that's fine. And also it's a video game at the end of the day. There are definitely way worse problems than admonishing someone for having purchased a video game, because there's really no such thing as ethical consumerism. That is to say, there are no purchases you can make in a capitalistic model that do not benefit someone shady or unscrupulous. There is none. Every single business owner you've ever come into contact with, there is a belief that you are fueling by buying goods from them. Like the politicalness of it is inevitable. The only thing to do if you don't want to support any of that stuff in a capitalistic society is to just buy nothing. Buy nothing. And because that's impossible, well, you just do what you can. You support the people that are better rather than worse. That's ultimately where that conversation should probably end. Do I have a Quartic leaf? I don't have a Quartic leaf. Of course. I did not mean to jump down there. Oh. I have to use 2 of these. Because that's like the only way that's happening. Alright. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. Where did I see him? There we go, and I just add a little oomph. No! It's so close. I'm pretty sure that if I just... It also kind of has to be, like, slightly off-center. Drop this down. I have friends that like the Harry Potter universe. While I'm, like, trying to get this done and dusted, I have friends that enjoy that universe. They wouldn't purchase that game because they already knew what kind of person Miss Rowling was. And again, I think I'll extend the same courtesy to people that get it as a gift, or, you know, they do it for a living. If they do it for a living and their audience is like, we want this game, you know, whatever, like, that has to be fine. But people that just, like, don't buy it without a clear purpose, I have to, like... I definitely want to set this closer rather than further away, is what's happening. But if your parents or your relatives know that you like it and get you the game as a gift, you know, I'm not going to admonish you or them. They probably don't know and are just thinking, ah, yes. Can I stasis the bomb? Probably. But I don't need to. If I had a Quartic leaf, that would have been fine, but I didn't, so I had to get creative. And so I did. I just didn't even notice that this was here. I guess maybe if I had bothered to, like, look or whatever, I would have seen it. And I'm willing to bet... No, that's not the only chest. Okay, let me take a look then. Aha! There are multiple chests in here. You know what? I found it really funny that all there was a spirit orb. I found... Yeah, funny. Absolutely. Absolute cinema. Pure cinema. Still, at the end of the day... It's a video game, and we have bigger real-life problems to deal with. And admonishing people over playing a video game, while it might feel good to do, it doesn't actually solve any issues most of the time. Aha! So, feathered spear. I'm just gonna drop this a second. Grab it and say we have it. And then take our lovely boulder breaker back. Are we done with this? We're done with this. Cool. Let's delete that pin and let's find our next shrine. I think I only had like 7 of them that were missing, but I'm gonna be kind of upset if that's not the case. Yeah, I think we have bigger issues to worry about. We have the rise of AI ruining everyone's job. We have U.S. hiring on a significant downturn. Everyone is cutting costs. Nobody is buying anything. We have the world engulfed by war. We have the gender war continuing to unfurl its gnarly fangs at us. We have so many bigger societal issues that I think admonishing people for buying Hogwarts Legacy isn't going to do anything. And if you do, then it's honestly, it might as well be, performative. You might as well be doing performative liberalism. And that is, I realize it sounds like word salad, so let me try to give you guys what the plain speak definition of that is. Performative liberalism, or performative conservatism for that matter, is when you espouse the values of... It's when you espouse the values that belong to that political party, and you'll even go so far as to like actively incorporate some of the practices in I don't know why I'm heading toward the pin. I should just be heading toward the quest, or toward the shrine, excuse me. And you like perform the things that are quote unquote easy to do and quote unquote everyone should do them. But when people speak to you in private, the mask kind of comes off, and usually the person performing reveals, I never believed in that stuff anyway. That is what being a performative person is. And you'd be surprised at the number of people that do actually engage in performative politics, because really, honestly, I really do believe this. I think if people did not have to engage with politics, they wouldn't. They wouldn't. Like, at all. Like, politics benefits no one. I truly do mean that. Politics is a byproduct of needing to persuade people to vote for you, put you in power, or to enact a new societal norm. If people didn't need to do that because society didn't have a contract in which it implicitly kind of had to live by, we wouldn't have to worry about it. Nobody would be. I was largely an apolitical person prior to last year, and I didn't really awake until after the start of this year. I hate it. I would like to go back to being an apolitical person, but I just don't think I can in our lovely little hellscape. I don't. Okay, let's see. We're almost done. Believe it or not, the only other 2 that I think I have managed to spot that we don't have chests for are the Twin Memory Shrines, and goodness knows why that might be the case. Moonlight Scimitar Sword. See, I remember getting that and an Ancient Core, so... Alright, let's see if... I actually kind of managed to spot these pretty easily before, so maybe I can spot them again, given some, Nice. Didn't mean to bop the mic there. Maybe I will end up spending an hour doing this. Alright. Anything in there? I don't think so, but I'm gonna look around anyway. Just be sure that's not something like this. Like, you actually have to, do a thing. I have to go underneath a platform. Okay, so this was... Oh, does the shrine, like, go into a completed state? No, it doesn't. Okay, I need to actually do it like this. Don't worry, we'll find these and then we'll get back to doing quests, which is the thing we really care about. I want to get this done so that all we have to do is focus on getting, like, the 16 chests that are in the other shrines. You know, the ones for DLC 2, because those have chests as well. Okay, just gonna do that. Thank you very much. I'm just gonna do... Nice, let's be careful with that. Right, so we got those 2 chests. 1, 2. Get that off there. Slide this along the track. So there's another chest we definitely missed for sure. It saddens me that I kind of don't know where this chest is. Let's not do that. No. It's this. Okay, where's the cube, though? Like, the current was conducting a moment ago. I don't think I set it in the actual platform. No, of course not. That's fine. This stuff happens. What was the... here's a question I can ask, folks. What was the longest period of time that you guys spent... you know, doing the late game stuff in a video game, whether that be, was it, there's no way it's that one. What am I missing? Yeah, there's still a chest I don't have. There's nothing obvious. What gives? Okay, so what I need to do is, like, stasis this when it gets close. Like, as close as humanly possible. Oh, that was close. Okay. So what the heck else then? Really? Okay, not good. God, I forgot what question I was asking. Oh, no, I remember. Yeah, what sort of late game things did you guys end up doing with games you've played, either for fun or you know, for the purposes of making content or what have you. That always interests me. Okay, yes, it's definitely that. All right, so while we're here on this lift, I gotta look. I'm trying to think of a scenario like that for myself, but... well, no, I mean, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, when I streamed it, we did a lot of grinding for late game. We're doing late game grinding for this type of stuff now. We did late game grinding stuff for Lies of P. We did late game grinding stuff for Still Rising. Like, I have my entire streaming career in terms of things we did collectively as a channel. Or heck, even with YouTube, right? Like before I was multi-streaming, you know, we had Grim Dawn, we had Elix 1. We did late game stuff for those as well. Okay, this is getting upsetting. Okay, so what I can do is we can... No, I don't want to search for Hardy Bass. We can target this with the sensor. If I could just... I guess let's go back to the start. And hopefully we should find it by using the sensor. Yeah, see... Use your tools, everybody. Okay, it's telling me it's... Is it gonna point to open chests, though? I feel like it's gonna open to point, like, to chests, though. Oh, boy. Is there anything I could do here? It doesn't point to open ones. Okay, good. Thank you, Onmount. Much appreciated. I think I have to start the shrine over. What? I'm sorry, what? Did I just never check the hole? Where's my soundboard?
It's just asinine.
What? And for money? That's so insulting. Wow. Okay. That is a really well-hidden chest. I will give the devs for The Legend of Zelda credit where credit is due. That is a stupidly well-hidden chest. I just never thought to jump down there because the shrine shows us early on that if there are gaps you can just fall in. Oh well. It could be worse. It could be much worse. Now let's use this sensor to, like, clean up treasure chests. Let's do that. And it is going to take me an hour, I think. That's so frustrating. I thought these would be... I didn't expect them to be, like, easy or anything. Okay, it's like this general direction. I didn't expect them to be easy, but I did expect them to... how do I word this? Be less obtuse. Okay, so something... That's just a metal chest. We don't need that. We've got another guardian over here on the opposite side. Get rid of it. Okay. Where is it wanting me to go? Like back there? Did I just never... I'm gonna feel real stupid for doing this, aren't I? No, open that back up. Thank you. Okay. Right, like, okay, let's not crush ourselves. Thank goodness it doesn't result in an instant game over. Okay, it's telling me it's here, though. Why? Or that it's up there. But I've opened that chest. That's what I'm trying to get the game to, like, understand. We already did that one stupid early.
Sex.
Thank you for the redemption. Yes, for you guys on Twitch, if you want to spend your channel points on soundboard stuff, you're more than welcome to. The pink stuff is purely for hee hee ha ha. The soundboard did something funny again. That's mainly what that's for. If you want to make me do something, those are purple. They usually cost more. Okay, went up there. Now, what the heck is it gonna say? I opened this chest. Is there a chest inside the stone blocks? Okay. Is there a chest underneath this? It's not... If I grab this... Okay, good. The radar is, in fact, not doing that. What the heck? Okay, is it... Let's keep looking. Okay, that is not particularly good. Let's do it like this. Okay, so it's not something stupid like go behind some wall or whatever. Nah, I should trust the radar. It's not that I don't want to or anything. Where else could it be though? I did pull up the resource for this shrine. I'll look at it momentarily. There's just no way it's not. There's a secret entrance into one of these platformy blocks. That's probably what it is. Yeah, and I just don't know where it is. Is it... There's gotta be, like, something metal. This thing is all about metallic entrances. So let's try to find something that way. Let's just eliminate that. Alright, so yeah, it's definitely not that. Looking all over. Aha! That's really clever, game. All right. We deleted those pins. The only other two are here specifically in the Twin Memories shrines. That's going to be fun trying to, like, looking up. You hear that off in the distance, my senators and inductees? That is an ad storm. In about 5 minutes, it'll blow over us, and then we can get right back to the gaming. Thanks. So that is my cue to do a bit of shilling for the day. If you guys like the content and you hadn't considered doing so already, follow on Twitch. You get emotes for it. Or subscribe on YouTube. Or why not both? Okay, so like up here. Why up? Oh, is it literally just flying around and there's a chest right there? Better not be. But yeah, those are free, easy methods to support the channel, help it grow, and all that other fun jazz. You know, consider telling your friends, coworkers, family, and so on. Yep, it literally is. Go in here, get a really fancy sword. Can I even use it? I'm sure I could find room for it somewhere. It's like 50. Yeah, I don't have the Frost Spear anymore, so let's drop the Thunderblade. That's finished. There's probably a similar shrine in the other one as well, because you have places to sort of get a good vantage point in both. There's probably a chest like that in there. Of course, you guys being here is enough, and you know, viewing the stream, making sure it's not muted, and all that fun business is way more important on an algorithmic level than doing any of that other stuff ever is. Because at the end of the day, Twitch and YouTube are kind of like TV services. The way that YouTube and Twitch boosts the algorithm is it's based on viewership. That's what matters. The extra stuff is still important, but for different reasons. I wish it was based on where the camera was pointing. That would be so much better. Yep, it's on the opposite side. Guaranteed. I can see a platform over there. I can see a platform. It's literally this chest, because we got the ones that required codes. It was the stupid, easy, obvious chest that I missed. And of course, it's another weapon. This one can rot, though. Get that spear away from me. Stop it. Ugh. Thank you. All right. Any other stamps that I've put on the thing? No. I see like a diamond thing, but that's for like a quest. That's nothing. That's for nothing else. Just doing a quick once over. We do take commercial breaks around here. They're usually about 3 minutes long. I recommend everybody get up, go stretch, grab a snack or whatever. I do play 3 minutes of commercial ads, but that is typically because I'm away from my desk. So I'm stretching, I'm getting, you know, I'm batting away DVT or whatever. That's what that's for. There is a timer on the screen. As soon as that timer is over, I am usually back. Usually. Like 90, 85% of the time, I'm usually back. And if not, there's like something logistical going on in the background, keeping me from doing so. But I promise I'm usually back at least within like 1 minute of the timer, if not like right on it. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Much appreciated. I look forward to the continued company probably after the commercial break. I'm going to go park where 8 Quest is. That's what I'm going to attempt to do. Ideally before the break gets here. Speak of the devil, and it is too late. See you guys after. Sorry about that, guys. I am back. Hopefully we all got something we wanted out of the commercial break. Listen, I hate ads as much as the next person, but, well, kind of need to do them. Kind of need to air them. It's for the viewing experience on Twitch specifically. Let's turn that sensor back to shrine so it stays nice and silent. And now we're gonna go... Oh, no. I knew I was missing something. Yes, there's one more. Yep, one more. A sunken scoop. We'll see if this one's also obvious. I knew I had marked one more and just... It left my mind. I even, like, did it 30 minutes before the stream. Like, I went and took a quick peek and found, like, 8 shrines I hadn't gotten all the chests out of. Okay, nothing there. No, I don't want to edit this. Actually, I will edit the stamp so I could save one of my real stamps for something else. All right, and that means it's chest time. Okay. So there's a chest, like, over here. It's not, like, in the water. Oh, but there are rooms that extend beyond that. It's not here. It's a different room. Okay, we still need that. Like, over in that general direction. So it's definitely past these, like, first 2 puzzles, for sure. All right. Wait, but isn't there... No, there's not. And also, I didn't even do it correctly. And is that permanent? No, it is not. Is there a different way that I could do this? Let me look for another metallic object. I remember there being 2 last time. Okay, something like... I kind of have to be really super quick about it. Or something like this, sure. Oh, I'm an idiot. I don't do that. I scoop this, and without looking like a complete loon, which I'm doing right now... Yeah, I remember making a fool of myself like last time. So let's try this one then. Okay, these ice blocks are actually hurting visibility. Okay, gentle. And now we should be good to, like, drop it onto the thing. I believe it is just that water that has drained. No, the other water has also drained. Okay, did I just... I just never went in here, huh? That just never happened? Is that it? Yes, that is it. We are finished. Of course, I'll like look over this again in my off time and be like dead certain that there are no other like chests, but I feel pretty good that we got them all, at least as far as, you know, shrine chests are concerned, because it's not like there's an achievement system or anything. I know the Switch 2 version, I think, has achievements in it, or like some sort of internal tracking system. And I'll say this, because I think this is good to talk about. I do like achievements in games. I do. I think that they can be an incredibly good way to help completionists ensure that they don't miss the 100%. I do think that's a good idea. I know it takes extra work. I know it's not super rewarding, but I do think achievement systems are worth having in games like this for this express purpose. They are not having to just go through and hover over every single thing. You can be confident that you've, you know, got it all. It's nice to have achievement systems like that to confirm this for you. I pretty much checked most of them while we were chatting, so let's not do that. Let's instead probably return to A Wife Washed Away. Now, Miss May is not here. I'm pretty sure if I go here, husband's just gonna say, haven't found her yet. Okay, got it. Just in case, but I'm pretty sure we still need to find Miss May first. Also, we don't need... I would like the Sheikah slate to be silent. Please and thank you, game. Any arrows? No, but we could definitely do with some trout. I think we need like at least 15 of these.
Yeah.
Also, I should have seen, I should have checked if I needed to snap those right there on the counter. Oh well. All right, Mr. Husband. Hello, Franck. Link. If you're gonna look for May, I will help you however I can. Where could she be? Mm-hmm. Yeah, just confirmation that it's in Lake Hylia. Okay, and that's gonna be over here. Now I just need to, like, walk around and find her. She should be over here somewhere. I remember this being a little bit tricksy back when I was streaming this the first time, all those years ago, back when I was like 25 or 6. So let's just open our eyeballs and keep our ears peeled for little Miss Sora. I don't think so. You're gonna go find something else to do, Mr. Lizalfos. We do need some white choo-choo jellies, which is why I'm doing this. I love the fact that we have like 500 arrows. What was this? What was he doing? What were you doing, Mr. Lizalfos? That's funny. That's like really funny. He was just like perpetually short charging his spear a whole bunch. It's really, really hilarious. I know that is an Octorok. I know you're over there, Sir Octorok. You can stop. Okay, where could Miss Mai be? She is somewhere near or around these islands. I thought that was an Octorok for like a brief moment. Ooh, treasure chest. Hello. But first we have to get rid of our would-be interlocutors. Pretty sure that's a fancy word for a person who interrupts something going on, if I remember my English correctly. Shouldn't use words you don't know the definitions of, by the way. But I thought interlocutor was a pretty interesting word. Give me my edge. Stop it. Fine. All right, I'll wait a second. Good lord. If only our camera would actually help us with any of this. Instead, the most we get is like enhanced viewing. There's no like tracking or details, which I guess on, like an in-game, from an in-game standpoint, it makes sense. The slate didn't have like data on it about people. It had data on it about things, not people. Okay, we'll find Miss May soon. Maybe she's on this island? Or around this island? Oh, and I suppose as like a net consequence of all the arrow farming, I have so many shock arrows, it's not funny. I have just so many of these, it's not funny. They are basically my default arrow. That is a real chest. Just gonna go out of sight for a minute. Yay! Now let's swap that over to this bow, and we should have it relatively soon. Okay, game. There are only but so many islands this could, be. Is this... It is better than the Edge of Duality. I'll take that, thank you. Maybe she's over here. Ah, yes. Found you. She's not looking worse for wear either. We got a big haul today. Fishing is so much fun. You look like the most carefree sod in the whole wide world. Huh? Franck? Yes, he's my darling. Why, love? Why? Is something... My love. Why? Is something wrong? Yes, this is the response you should have given me. Ah, My darling, I'm sorry, completely forgot. I got carried away. I've got to get back home right away. Here, you can have these.
Oh,
Okay, now they're all yours. Now then, time for me to go home to Zora's domain. See ya. Runaway wife. She did the female equivalent of going to the store for a gallon of milk and never coming back home. That is exactly what she was doing. At least she did actually head home. That's like an obvious difference. Read back for Franck. Yes, okay. Anything else? Ah, yes. Hunt for the giant horse. That one. Let us head over here and, like... We do have some extra stamina, which will be really good for, really good for the purposes of this next one. I'm glad I marked it. We got Zelda's horse. Now we need to go get the big horse. Probably not going to use the big horse, but it's good to know it's like there. Okay, it's like we need to head out this way. That's a really cool quest. You like it a lot? The giant horse quest, the one near the horse archery, that one, or a different one? And let's try to angle this just right so we're not spending a lot of time in the snow. I do like horses, but my uncle, one of my uncles had a horse riding accident, or like a horse related accident. And, he basically fell off the horse, like, and his head got, like, smashed. Not smashed, but, like, knocked up against a rock nearby. The big horse quest. Okay, good. That's good. Yeah, my uncle basically lost a lot of his, like, childhood memories because he fell off a horse and got slammed pretty hard into a rock. And, like, his aptitude for certain things, and even his outright some of his personality, will never be what it was when he was a much younger military man. Not happening. Okay, our big horse friend is here. We have two extra wheels of stamina to work with. I'm gonna, however, eat this. Just kind of like drop in on our horse friend. Was that Epona? That looked like Epona. I know better because I don't have an amiibo. It looks like her though, just a little bit. Okay, Mr. Horse, I need you to like listen to me. You got a long journey to go through. Yep, just you kind of have to spam L, and eventually you'll calm the horse enough that it'll only buck you sometimes. And thankfully, I've already cleared this whole area out, so we don't have any kind of disruptions for riding through here to worry about. No stone taluses, no Lionels, nothing of the sort. I suppose that is a nice thing about doing this type of stuff, you know, off camera, is that the on-camera experience can go much more smoothly. This one's always wild, though. It is. I do intend to stable him, though. Put a saddle on him. Feed him apples. Make him super trustworthy. Super trusting of me. Hey, that doesn't exactly work on humans, but it does sometimes work on humans. You know, the best way to their heart is sometimes through their stomach. Give people food. You'd be surprised how far a, like, simple box of coffee or tea will take you. Or, you know, later, just like a really good burger or salad. You know, maybe just ask and see what they're allergic to first. Don't just, like, gift them random food. You at the very least want to not poison them. Okay, I didn't totally clear the area out. Like, if someone gave me a burger as a gift, oh, I would be very happy. I would remember that burger for quite a few days at least. All right, gentlemen. Strya, your horse. That horse, it's huge. Very huge. I need to have, like, stuff on cue. I've never seen that. I've never seen one that big. That is definitely an endemic species. Sorry, but can I take a good look at that horse? Go ahead. Thanks, I'll be right back. This is impressive. Quite interesting. Wow, with this much info, I can feel my spirit for discovery murmuring in contentment. It's definitely different, seeing something with your own eyes rather than just reading about it. Too true. Thank you. This is to thank you for helping with our investigation. To think that there's actually a horse this big out there. Don't worry, we're gonna stable this beauty. I remember when getting off the plateau for the first time, I was chasing around the horse and then died multiple times for the Lionel. Yeah, you kind of can come straight from the plateau to here. Yeah, you can do that. And there are Lionel ready to eat you alive if you try it. Yeah, and I think they would have been red Lionels at the beginning. I'm pretty sure both of these are like Lionels that scale. Like, they grow with you. By the time we got here, in this playthrough, I'm pretty sure these were both white. They weren't silver, but they were at least white. Or one was white and one was blue. But, either way, yeah. And the ones, this one here... No, actually, it's this one right here. This one here with the Great Club. If you've only ever fought Lionels with swords up until this point, the club throws you for a complete loop. You cannot use a shield and, like, block the swings that this Lionel takes. You have to dodge, you have to parry, or you have to fly. Those are your three options. Dodge, parry. I suppose there's always move, right? But you gotta, like, move away all the time. And if you're doing that, you know, it can pull out a bow. It can, you know, decide to ram charge you. It could do all kinds of stuff. Well, I was a 12-year-old kid at the time, managing every fight with Y and Y only. Why and why only? Hold on. Ah! Attacking and attacking only. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah. Why and why only will get you a lot of places in this game. A Lionel is not one of them. You have to move with a Lionel. You have to move. I was definitely up until I think this particular playthrough, like, I've used shield parries before, right? But I've only ever used them on Guardians, because that's like it's an easy method to defeat them. But I'm actually fairly competent at parrying Lionels now. I've done some practice off camera, and I can parry the sword and the hammer ones pretty well. And between that and Daruk's protection, I usually don't take damage from Lionels now. Usually don't. Looks like you caught yourself a new steed. You want to register it? Yes, please. You sure this is the one? Yeah. Not a problem. We charge a registration fee. Yeah. 20 rupees for a saddle. Huh. What do I name this one? What do I name this horse? Storm's kind of neutral. We have another one that's... We lost a female horse. Okay, it's gonna be a female name. 9 characters. Ah, I got it. You can be Jasmine. Yes, I would like to take the horse. Oh no, I have learned. We're gonna feed you some hearty durians. Oh, wait, nope, not durians. It needs to be carrots. A bunch of swift carrots. Oh, does this thing not eat carrots? Maybe it only eats carrots after... I know horses eat carrots. You don't know how to shield parry? Since I always thought flurry rushes got you further, and Daruk's protection spoiled you pretty well. Yeah, you don't really need to shield parry, right? Like, even with Guardians, I talk about them being a premier strategy for dealing with the actual, like, Guardians that shoot lasers at you. You don't need to do that. You can stasis a Guardian and use like a big two-handed weapon to break their legs. You can use like a straight up bow and arrow and just shoot tons of arrows into its eye. You can do stuff like that. That is also effective. But the shield parry, I think there are some cases where using a shield parry, let me think about it. A shield parry might get you a strike with a spear. It might get you a strike with a sword. It might let you do a level 1 charge attack. I know there's also perfect parries. I'm pretty sure perfect parry is a thing. It doesn't slow the time, but there is like a bigger knockback, like bigger knockdown effect with like perfect parries. I know because I've at least gotten 2 different types of flashes from a shield parry against Lionels. That you've got the ones that you can barely get a strike in, and you've got the ones that allow you just enough time to get a strike in with a sword or something. I don't feel like I'm talking out of my butt, but in the interest of like discussing Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild mechanics, let's just do a quick look up. There may not be such a thing either. I just want to be sure I'm not like misleading anyone. Okay, no, that's right. There is already a perfect guard. That's what this is. You could parry the fireballs? Wow. I didn't know. Interesting. And of course we'll get to experiment with that stuff a bit more in Tears of the Kingdom with like the hand fuse mechanic. All right, so we got the thing. How about you will eat these? Good. And will you eat some swift carrots? Nom. Yes. It wasn't taking carrots from me before. Interesting. But I'm not allowed to see spurs on this? Interesting. Well, I'm gonna return to my regular horse, but I wanted to, like, give this a quick test drive. Yeah, I guess shield pairing isn't, like, strictly necessary or anything. Let me just... Oh, no, stop. Yes, I want to board a horse, please. Yes, I do want to board my horse, Jasmine, and I would like to get the one with another saddle on it. I would like to take another horse. Ah, okay. So, that's good to know. Okay, so these actually aren't increasing a speed quality. No, did I just take out the big horse again? I sure did. I sure did. Okay, this horse. I want this horse. Okay. Got that one. I still have to demo the horseback archery, but we're getting close. We're getting close. Okay. So, the Tabantha Bridge stable, where might that be? I think that's... Oh, yeah, I know where that is. That's like, And that looks to be the only quest in that area. Alright, we should just have to go talk to Mr. Torn again. Let's do that. Ocular rosacea, or whatever this is, really sucks. Also, not having insurance, or like having really cruddy insurance, also really sucks. Make sure you have insurance, guys. Make sure you go to a doctor about stuff like this. Ocular rosacea isn't, like, affecting my vision or anything, but, like, the peeling, drying skin is definitely very annoying, to say the least. Hey, it's you. Did you give the Great Fairy an offering? I sure did. All right, thank you. Looks like asking you is a good call after all. So that means you met the Great Fairy, huh? Man, I'm so jealous. But hey, at least you got to meet her, and that means technically I got to make my offering to the Great Fairy. I can't thank you enough. Forgetting something? No, I don't think so. Wait, what? You aren't trying to tell me you want a reward, are you? You got to see the Great Fairy thanks to my tip, didn't you? And now you're asking for more? Ah, Great Fairy. Even if it's just in my dreams, won't you appear before me? Sadness. It's fine. I don't really need a reward. I can't believe the game was like, aren't you forgetting something? Herc. No, seeing the fairy was reward enough. Okay, he got the one in Hebra we need to go do. That's like the only one in my album I am missing. Yeah, the volcano, the desert, and the tundra. That's like the last one. Let me see if I can't find this, because the Leviathans are like on the map. This is like the great skeleton here. This is considered the Leviathan. We snapped it right here. Oh, where is this? It's not like out there. Hold on. Ooh, I remember actually snapping this one. It was the one in the desert I never snapped. So this is quite embarrassing. I definitely feel like I should remember where this is. Not, that's all right. Let's go ahead and look it up. It's also possible that I'm like focused on something else instead of looking at where bones are on the map. Specifically hidden beneath Hebra North Summit. Hebra North Summit, huh? That would be here. Oh, except it's the Hebra Great Skeleton. That's probably where it is. Oh, yeah. Isn't it, like, in the area with the shrine? I guess I'm about to find out. Yeah, it sure is. And I thought it was a Tundra Leviathan. Apparently it was the, one in the cage there. All right. Let's go over to the Hebra Tower and then fly down. We're slowly cleaning these up, guys. I actually think after today, we'll be able to start the DLC proper. Won't that be fun? Because I am using the map, which, speaking of, let me go ahead and point out that resource to folks. For you guys on Twitch, if you want to use a map to help you with your playing the game in Breath of the Wild, you're more than welcome. Type in !BOTWMAP for more information. For you guys on YouTube, same deal. But instead of an exclamation mark, it is an asterisk or a star. Star BOTWMAP. There has been a command making the rounds, so just look through that and or look through the command or chat history, and you should find your you should find the command in question. I've worked pretty hard on these. I even have a fancy coordinate map if you guys want to use that. Instead, that'll be exclamation mark BOTWCOORDMAP. That gets you the object map. We used this last stream to like locate the Zora tablets without having to go over Hylia's, green creation trying to find them. So if the interactive map isn't enough, the coordinate map should most certainly be way more helpful. There's also some other resources, but that I have prepared for folks, but there's no need to go over them right now. We can go over them later when it is more pertinent. Of course, if you guys want to look at those for yourselves at any time, there are two places that you will find them. The first is on Twitch specifically. If you type in exclamation mark Firebot commands, all one word, exactly as you think it's spelled, Firebot commands, you will get a hyperlink with the list of all the available commands that you guys have access to on Twitch. The other place that is way better, in my honest opinion, so go look, is my Discord server. In my Discord server, I actually have a commands section, not the soundboard commands, it should just be regular commands. Just look through there and you will find all the relevant information. I even have them kind of coded so that you know which ones are Twitch exclusive and which ones are not Twitch exclusive. Hey there, Mr. Fernandez on YouTube. Welcome back. Good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well in both body and mind, and I hope you enjoy your stay. Mr. Fernandez says, hi. Tomorrow am I buying the new Nintendo Switch 2? Nope, not going to. I might have before the EULA, the end user license agreement thing, but I'm definitely not now. And also, even if that weren't a thing, Trump's tariffs would make that sort of purchase impossible for me. I would literally pay, if the Switch is $450, $450 by itself, I would be paying an extra $45 due to the 10% tariffs that the courts have struck down, but that doesn't mean they aren't still in effect. It just means the administration is going to be appealing it in court. It's going to be a long, drawn-out, bloody mess. And if the Big Beautiful Bill Act comes to pass, it won't matter what the courts have to say. He'll just ignore what they're saying, pretty much. And so the tariffs will definitely sit in effect. That is not counting extra tariffs for other reasons, like ones related to board games, one related to, say, toys and so on. Not great. Okay, these guys must be out here. So to answer your question, no, I will not be buying a Nintendo Switch 2, and I've listed pretty much all of the relevant reasons why. I do not wish to support them any more than is necessary for my continued existence, and even if I could, your broke boy ain't getting past the tariffs pretty easily. I think you're gonna go for today on Twitch says, Bye. Have fun at that Friends event. Thank you so much for stopping by, Onma. I really appreciate it. Your company has been quintessential to the Let's Play today. Thank you so much. Have a good rest of your day, and I hope to see you back sooner rather than later. And with that, my lovely senator, rest well and take care of yourself. And goodbye. I will do my best to have fun at that Friends event. I really need to see the Leviathan bones from the Elden region. You three want your bones? These guys look like such pinheads. This is wonderful. You drew this? With this, I'll finally be able to prove that the Leviathans went extinct as a result of a massive volcanic eruption. Please assist my brothers with their research goals as well. I'd really like to see the Leviathan skeleton in the Heber region. You got it. Amazing. It's as if I'm seeing the real thing. This is precisely the evidence I needed to prove that the Leviathans went extinct due to a harsh ice age. Please help my other brothers out in the same way. I must see that Leviathan skeleton from the Gerudo region. I've helped you all with your research. I don't think you're going to get any real conclusions. I cannot believe my eyes. You are really good at drawing. With this, I'll finally be able to prove that the Leviathans went extinct due to a catastrophic drought. Why not all three? Whoa, you got pictures of all three Leviathan skeletons. Thank you. Here's the reward we agreed upon. Your pictures will do wonders for our research. Thanks again. ₹300. 300 rupees. Okay. We got the Leviathan bones. We got all of the... Got the rabbit trial. I'm looking through all the quests. See, Rod. Riddles of Hyrule. Yes, we did them all. Got the balloon flight. We did that one. Riverside Stable. Now, the Royal Guard's gear. Do we have a sword? I think I replaced the sword with like a claymore. No, I've got a sword. Yeah, I've got the shield and stuff right there. And let's also put on the soldier set and let's go turn that one in. We got the Royal Guard rumors. We have a royal recipe. And the Royal Guard's gear. Okay, the royal recipe is another one we need to do, but that's like a cooking quest. We could do that like right there on the spot, because all the stables have potlit or have cook pots nearby. That'll be fun. It'll be nice to get rid of all these side quests. Got the royal cuisine, which means our lovely friend is like on the other side toward the back. What? I'm sorry, what? Oh, they're probably in bed. Yeah, they're in bed. We gotta wait. We gotta wait until noon. Oof. All right, ma'am. Wait just a minute. Can you show me that shield you got there? Sure can. Oh, that's funny. That's funnier to me than it should be. This is incredible. Thank you. You've shown me something truly spectacular. I need to go out and find one of these myself. Here's a token of my appreciation.
Oh.
Hey, that shield. Will you trade it for a topaz? I can't trade now. I guess it wasn't meant to be. Wish I had something else to offer you. Let's trade a 55. I will trade it for a sapphire. You hear that off in the distance, my senators and inductees? That is an ad storm. In about 5 minutes, it'll blow over us, and then we can get right back to the gaming. Thanks. Oh, you specifically wanted oh, it's not the Royal Shield, it's the Royal Guard Shield. Oops. But that particular 5-minute alert is my cue to get the rest of the shilling out of the way. So I've talked about the free, easy methods to help the channel. And of course, you guys know, as always, that you guys don't need to do any of this stuff to be here. You guys being here and just, you know, watching the content or chatting with me or lurking in the background is more than enough for me. But if you do want to financially support me and you've got the means to do it, please don't do it if you've got bills to pay. I don't want to be the reason that you're out of a car or house or whatever. But if you do want to financially support me, you know, I have plenty of like methods on which to do that. The best methods are probably a tier 1 Twitch subscription or a Patreon or Coffee membership. $2 or $6 a month pretty much gets you all the benefits right there. I say 6 because Twitch. Or you can use your free Prime Gaming and that'll get you like 95% of the same benefits. The rest is all in the description in the YouTube video or in the underneath the YouTube stream, or it'll be in the About Me section underneath the donations panel. I have all the methods that you could financially contribute listed right there. And you should definitely join the Discord if you do that. Also, by doing this, you guys end up with your names on these plaques that I read every day, like every day I stream. Like at the start of stream, I always read these. Always. There are only 2 times that I don't do that. One is I forgot to update the plaque, which doesn't happen too often. The other time is, you know, there's like like something happens to me and like I can't update it, or there's just too much information going on. Too much like chit chat between like which registry I should be visiting or whatever for where I get my subscribers and patrons from. That would be the only other time. But for the most part, I keep these up to date. So, if you guys want your names on there, you know what you have to do. Or don't. I'm not your parent. Anyway, so we've got the cookbook. Like we read the cookbooks. But what we actually need to do is like cook the specific things. And that means actually whipping out those specific items. So we got a monster cake and a fruit cake. We need both of these. I should be able to whip those up pretty quickly. And I think we have monster extract available. Yes, we have 5. These 3 different fruits. 3 different fruits. Wheat and cane sugar. Oh, except we're gonna have to wait until like sometime later. Yeah, we're gonna I'll have to do this after the break, most likely. Come on over, let's rest until tomorrow afternoon. So the ad break will be coming up in like the next 15 or 20 seconds. You guys know the spiel. 3 minutes. 3 minutes of ad time. 3 minutes of commercials. Go do something for yourselves, and I'll see you after the commercial break. Thanks. Sorry about that, folks. I am back. Hopefully everybody got something they wanted out of the commercial break. Thank you guys so much for putting up with my shilling and everything. Not the easiest thing in the world to do, I know. Nobody likes hearing the algorithm speak, like, subscribe, comment, follow. Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody. It's just one of those, it's part of like the job, right? It's part of the job. People are like, can we get to the real content, please? There are people that even skip over that for that reason. All right, so now let's make ourselves a fruitcake. But I just wanted to make sure I definitely... I just wanted to make sure I definitely, thanked you guys for that. Because I know that could be tough and taxing to do. Ooh, especially good fruitcake. Yum. And then the monster fruitcake, or the monster cake, I think is just like making a traditional cake, but with a monster elixir, or like a monster extract added. Actually, I don't even have to punch this in. I can just quite literally open the recipe book. So if you guys want to follow along on Twitch with the recipe book and stuff, feel free to type in !BOTWINGINFO. You guys will get 2 links. One will be the ingredient metadata information, and the other will be the recipe book. For you guys on YouTube, this is where I had to kind of get more specific. If you guys type in asterisk, let me find it. It should be... Let me see. Oh, yeah. Asterisk or star BOTWINGREC. That should get you specifically the recipe book, if you want to use that. Let's go find our friend the monster cake. Wheat, butter, cane sugar, extract. You got it. Wheat, butter, cane sugar, monster extract. It probably has to be specific, so let's not futz around with that. Can I tell you that I would probably eat the monster cake before the fruit cake? That's the kind of thing I'm a sucker for. You what? You really discovered a royal cookbook. Could I bother you further to prepare the dish for me? I must sample it. Fruitcake. This is the fruitcake, said to be eaten by the Princess of Hyrule. Oh, simply delicious. How could I possibly describe this experience? A refreshing aroma reminiscent of galloping across these majestic plains on horseback. No, that undersells the dish's complexity. It fills me with that heart-thumping intensity that seizes your very soul when you're spotted by a guardian. A truly elegant dish. I never thought I would taste something quite so thrilling. I really must thank you for giving me such a beautiful meal. Here, take this for your trouble. What? You discovered another recipe? Could I bother you further to prepare the dish for me? This monster cake is said to have been a favorite of the Minister of Hyrule. That might be the problem. It's beautiful. How can I put it into words? It's like biting into a choo-choo. No, that would be disgusting and dangerous. It stimulates the brain, much like being pummeled by a Hinox. A truly elegant dish. Oh, yeah, okay. That should be it. Served it to the lovely stable worker. I think that's the only 2. No, that's it. Don't do that. It's this. And just make sure that's the only thing that's instead. Okay, so this quest is finished. We do not have another to do here anyway. And then the last one is at the outskirts stable. Alright, let's check the outskirts stable. That's probably this right here. The Royal White Stallion, a rare find. I'm checking over all the quests, so I want to be sure we have this. Hopefully there's no, like, unmarked quest nonsense that we have to worry about. Hey, no, I'm not gonna treat it. I need 15 of these, buddy. Sorry, but no. No! Yeah, I heard you mumbling, you fat sack of beetle. I will definitely take all of these. As well as all of these. And all of these. Okay, she should be over here somewhere. Yeah, there we are. So did you meet the hero of Hyrule? Hold on. Sure, I've got the correct sword and shield equipped. I am he. What? So it was you. That sword is proof enough. I'm so happy right now. This is a little something I've been saving for you. Please take it. You mean to tell me I could have not farmed 2 star fragments? Oh man, it feels so good to check that off the bucket list. But now that I've met you, some of the excitement's gone. Sorry, buddy. Well, toodaloo. My hero. And now I'm her zero. I don't know where I was taking that segment, but... Is that it? Is the last one just the Xenoblade stuff? Truly. I gotta look over the map. Sorry, I'm gonna be focused for a second while I do this. Okay, so if I go over the Highland Stable... Got the Outskirts Stable. We got the Riverbed Stable. Or the Wetland, the Riverside... Lakeside. Dueling Peaks. Horse Rumors. Okay. I don't see the horseback hoodlums anywhere. And I also don't know how these are listed. Alright, let's return to the Highland Stable. That's gonna be down here. And we're gonna check for that. So that's one that I think I might have found. We had the rubber helm, so I definitely know that one's finished. Got a Gift of Nightshade. I know we did all the ones in Lurelin Village. Just need to find the lovely lass. Is that her name? That's Flynn. That's him. Ah, okay.
Hi.
Is this your first time here? It is. I see. These plains are home to many quality horses. In the past, nomadic tribes would gather here, but nowadays bands of riders roam the plains acting like they own the place. I can only hope that someone steps up and deals with those hooligans. Leave it to me. Oh really? I'm so glad to hear that. I'm counting on you. One. No, it's not. I have to like jump off this thing. And over here, keep it up. And another one, almost done. One more. I don't even care about their guts or anything. We have bokoblin parts to spare, but I will grab these. These are like literally right here. It would be a shame if I didn't do that. You took care of the hooligans? This is a small token of my thanks. Horses really love it. Try sharing it with one and you'll see what I mean. Alright, so that's that quest all finished. Thank goodness. So the hero's cache should be the next one. Yep, got that one. So we have slated for upgrades. We did that one. Like, I'm going back over everything to make sure we've actually done it. So sorry if this portion of it is boring, to say the least. We got the wild horses and Misko the Great Bandit. We did get the wild horses, right? We did. Okay. The priceless maracas we had to do. Just looking over everything here. Oh, I'm gonna feel so good once I've confirmed this for sure. It'll be... It's like a shrine quest, I think? No, it's a side quest. It's a side quest. I mean, we still have the Xenoblade stuff to do. Like, that's not it. We're not done here yet. Hello, how am I doing over there? Hey, Klebus, good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well in health and in spirit, and I hope you enjoy your stay. I am doing just fine. Thank you for asking. If you guys have not checked out Klebus, you should do so. He's a good Twitch associate of mine. He plays lots of stuff. He especially plays a ton of Fortnite shooters, horror titles, things that I tend not to touch. He streams just like I do. If you hadn't checked him out, do so. Here comes the shout out. You're doing okay? Nothing much? That's good. I mean, it's better than having bad stuff happen for sure. You have come in at a good moment. We are just going over all of the game's quests, like game's side quests, and making sure we've actually done them. Because if we do, if they are done, well... At the very least, we can move on to other business. PlayStation will have a state of play in 90 minutes. Awesome, awesome. Here's hoping that the state of play does not introduce any end-user license agreement shenanigans, eh? Nintendo of America. Sorry, I just had to get that off my chest again. If that's the stable, that's the riverbed reward. Did we get that? We did. I can see it right on the quest list. This part of the stream is definitely going to be very boorish since I am just kind of, I'm like looking between two screens. Because once we do the Xenoblade Chronicles crossover quest, like all the side quests are done and all we'll have is the second DLC. There's rumors about a new God of War game in a Metroidvania style. Oh, that might be the next one. Because I know I watched another Twitch associate of mine. His name's Reaver Bone. He's currently on a hiatus insofar as I know. He's like getting stuff put together and everything. And I watched him complete God of War Ragnarok. And supposedly like the next one is supposed to take place in Egypt. So if God of War is entering Metroidvania, that ought to be good. That ought to be real good. Like Prince of Persia entered the Metroidvania space and it kind of, it had a new breath of life, like breathed into it. That is a game I wish I could bring to you guys. It's even on the Switch. I could do it, but I have to be not broke and not tariffed to death. I have to not have those two things happen, but, game news makes me excited. I'll definitely be putting... Maybe I should put some of that on the React YouTube channel that I've made. I have the framework already set up. I just need to actually react to it and actually sit down and record myself doing it. That's always the tough part for me. But I hope the state of play has many good things that you're looking for in it, Mr. Klebus. I really hope so. I take it you've been following the state of play or like the announcements for it pretty religiously? Would that be fair to say? Okay, we got the repeatable. There's frog hatching. We did that one. Did these. Safari. Yeah, we just did that other one. You mean you guess? I mean, that's fair. I'm not saying necessarily... I'm asking if you do, but if you don't, that's fine. It's just that I noticed that you usually kind of have your ear to the ground on states of play. You're like... I wouldn't say every time you've come in here, but like more than a handful... You know, you'll bring a really interesting like state of play or like E3 like news piece, which I really appreciate, by the way. I'm not saying this as like, ooh, is that what he comes in here and talks about or whatever? No. I mean this, I'm talking about it in a good way. Promise. Because otherwise I don't know if I keep my ear to the ground on this stuff quite as much. I usually keep my eye out for like news as it pertains to specific games like Baldur's Gate 3 or like Metroid Prime. I might keep my eye on a series or two, but like overall game news I usually kind of just let wash over me. Phew. But I definitely appreciate it. It gives me stuff to talk about. So, here's something I can ask to the collective audience while we're kind of thumbing through and double-checking everything. The ground... Oh, is there... I'm sorry, what? Hobbies of the Rich. Do these quests open up when you do this? I thought for sure... I don't think I have quests like that from Terrytown. I'm glad I looked. Anyway, back to the question. Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft, or like Steam? Which of like these four franchise companies do you keep your guys' eyes on? For me, I suppose since I'm in Breath of the Wild, you know, I'm in the Nintendo space. And that's kind of where my eyeball's on at the moment. But I've also been in like the Microsoft space as well. How about Stadia? Oh, you mean Google? Google Stadia. Kappa. Yeah, didn't Stadia get like reapered, aka shut down? Yeah, Google did certainly try to take a slice of that pie. I know that, but I've never owned a Stadia. I have any of you guys owned a Stadia? Or like have one in the archives or know a friend that does? I can't imagine owning that defunct piece of hardware feels particularly great. It kind of becomes like history. Grant. Huh? What? Oh, nice to meet you. I'm Grant, a dashing novice researcher of ancient civilizations. I've still got a lot to learn, though. That's why my father told me to go out and see the world. Are you also making your way through the world? Something like that. Oh, you too, huh? I'm beside myself with glee. Anyway, you must have come a very long way to get here. Hey, how about as a reward, I let you buy my ultra-rare armor at a decent price. Sounds like a good deal? I'm sure you'll find a good use for it on your journey. Show me the goods. I'm looking to get a set of rare armor in stock soon. It's called Climb Armor. Climb something or other. A complete set of rare gear called Barbarian something or other. It's rubber something or other. Ah, okay. So our friend here will let you... I didn't even know Grant did this. I'm learning new things all the time. But if you're like, hey, I want to go and get armor. I don't want to like buy... I don't want to like do the shrine quests or anything. Or you just want multiple sets to like dye in a bunch of different colors. Grant here has you covered. Something else? Maybe the armor? No, thank you. I hope to meet you again. See ya. I'm looking for very specific people today. Where's your family? My wife and I had a son who set out into the world to find his own way. The house feels a little empty without him around, but at least it's helped me and my wife get closer together. The people living across from us fight night after night. I sometimes think about sneaking around back and listening, but I also don't want to be so nosy. I will. Your wife? My wife? She's probably wandering around town right now, I imagine. She's a really gifted chef. Her mushroom skewer is out of this world. If you've got some time, you should definitely go and talk with her. Your pets? Oh, I'm talking about the animals that live behind my house. My wife and I both love animals. The air feels really clean out here, and they seem to love it. I'm glad we moved out here. Goodbye. Terrytown. Oh, hello, gentlemen. I'm so glad you could make it. You're gonna sit here now? The bride and groom were so lovely, weren't they? Sure, Bolson, why not? Love, it's such a sublime, precious thing, you know. My best wishes to the couple. Now that the wedding's over, we should probably head back to Hateno Village. What? Just like that? Well then. Was this still in the marriage state? Bye! I guess it was still in the wedding or like state or whatever. Yeah, now Google Stadia gets to be a piece of history, and you know, there are worse things that can happen. Maybe eventually when digital rights become more of a thing and digital archiving becomes more acceptable, you know, we can have a collated collection of stuff from when the Google Stadia was a thing. Is the Steam, I guess Steam VR helmets are still a thing? I know when I was a younger man, it was what, the Steam Oculus, wasn't it? See you around, Fison. Sorry, I'm not interested. There's this house over here. So who's across the street? Hold on, I need to talk to you about the neighbors again. Family. Night after night. It's gotta be like this house here. Okay.
Ah.
Hello. Do you need something from me? What's the matter? Our daughter has been in poor health lately. My husband believed that moving here could help, so he bought a house. I do like it here. The air is clean. There aren't too many people. Despite my husband's determination, I wasn't sure if a move was a good idea. But our daughter is slowly improving. The only thing left is for her appetite to return. I'm sure she'd get well faster if she ate more. At night I've got to ask Papa for advice again. Hi! Are you a traveler? That's right. Is it fun? Pretty fun. When I grow up, I want to go out all by myself. You do that. You do that, little girl. Feel free. All right, where's the head of house? Slash the man of the house. Is he sitting on top? No. Nowhere to be found. Only thing left to do, I guess, is to sit until nighttime and, like, do the old eavesdrop. I guess I just didn't bother to check Terrytown. I guess I should have. I would have found these quests much earlier. Alright, so is it this window? There's, like, something nearby that'll let me listen in. Ah, I think I got it. Our daughter, the only thing she'll eat is cake. Can't anything be done? We've scoured the world, searching for a cake that would please her. None have. Imagine how much money we've spent. Papa, excuse me, what's more important to you, money or our daughter? I see. If that's the case, even if I have to sell my soul to a monster, I'll get my hands on a cake that can cure our daughter. You're talking about monsters now. This is absolutely insane, Mama. Where are you gonna find a suitable cake? I think I know. I think a parent's love wants us to make a monster cake. I'm glad I got some monster extract. Good lord. My mouth is like sticking together. Pretty sure this is it right here. Okay. And we already have the recipe for the monster cake. We just need to literally go and do it again. Oh no, we don't have it on hand. We have to make another one. That's fine. Wheat, butter, sugar, and monster extract as soon as I can find it. And I think we can add an acorn to this, and we should still get a monster cake. I bet it's this one. Do you need something from me? Take this. What is this a monster cake? I should give this to my daughter? Thank you so much. Oh, well, it's certainly quite pungent. Phew. Suppose I can't complain about things like that. If our daughter can get better thanks to this cake, I'll wake her up right away and try to get her to eat it. She's got them monster genes. All right, ma'am. Thank you so much. That monster cake, our daughter wolfed it down with unbelievable gusto. I wonder if she can't smell how pungent the cake is. It seems her health has returned to her. I don't even know what to say. I'm just so thankful. Oh, I know. It isn't much, but please take this. Could you maybe try talking to her sometime as well? Sure. Hi. It's the traveler guy. Well then. Say, have you heard of a monster cake? Yes. Isn't it so gross? Ick. I don't know if it's just because I ate the monster cake, but I have so much energy now. If you run out of energy, you should eat some too. Tell me a story. How are you feeling? I'm fine. Tell me something else. What you like eating? I hate it all. But I'll eat some cake if you have some. Hear of the calamity? What's that? I don't care. Tell me something else. Bye-bye. I don't want you to come here anyway. Oh, no. Oh, no. We fed her monster cake, everybody. She's gonna become a monster. Yeah. I talked to your daughter. Yep, demon child. Literal demon child. Like, right here, right off the port bow. You heard it first. Now I need to find Miss Hagee. Oh, hello, Papa. Oh, that is his name, Hagee. What's the deal? I'm a traveler. I normally don't have time to mingle with commoners, but I have a feeling about you. Wow, what an asshole. I'll make an exception this time. Your clothes. I'm guessing you're a little bit hard up for cash, am I right? Yep. I appreciate your honesty. So the down payment, I'd say 100 rupees. Sounds fair, yes. Down payment? I don't care about the details. Here, take it. Hand. So you accept then. Excellent. Now listen to what I have to say. The Tauren wetland lies to the west of here. You're aware that there are guardians there. Not just one either? 2 of them. You know how dangerous they are. So, sonny boy, I'd like you to find and wallop both of them in the Tauren wetland. Then come and see me. Well, that's the Tauren wetland. Let's go find some guardians. We got guardian arrows we can use anyway. Sure. Guardian arrows make this a cinch, but pretty much anything will work. As long as you've got some decent weapons, you'll be just fine. All right, Mr. Guardian. Guardian number 1. Right this way. Yeah, I hid right out of sight, out of mind. Right there. 3 shots, triple the shots, 3 times the guarantee that the Guardian dies. Oh, I heard another one. That's 2 of them. Alright, that's all of them? Alright, let's head back over to Terrytown. And then after that, I think we might actually... The only quest we should have left will be the Xenoblade Chronicles, go find the stuff. Because some of the quests we did do, you know, en route to doing other things. Some quests. Not all of them, but definitely at least some of them. I did not mean to do this. Close this. I apologize if the stream gets a bit glitchy. I definitely opened up the internet when I didn't want to, and we might pay a price for that. Let me just make sure I don't have... That is not correct. Right there. Perfect. It is also possible that what I may do is I may actually end the stream early if we actually get done with everything, because you guys don't want to sit here and watch me grind. There's no reason to do that. Oh, well, that's gonna scare some people, like, real silly. It's you. Do you need something else? Guardians are dead. Okay, I saw the whole thing. You did splendidly. I'll give you the rest of the reward, as I promised. Why do you look so disappointed? It can't be because of the reward is lower than the down payment, can it? You commoners with your notions and assumptions. The whole idea that a down payment... I guess he thought it was an up payment.
Oh, give it a rest.
It's against the law.
I mean, my joke was kind of really bad. really bad. That a down payment is the small part of a final payment is an idea entirely unique to the common folk. Nah, but I think your particular grade of asshole's unique to you. In any case, our business is concluded. Go over there, or anywhere really. Anywhere that isn't right here. How about I bother you? I'm going sunbathing with my family. Okay, fathers can sunbathe, that's fine. But given in the context of this asshole, I don't know if I trust him to be around his daughter, or his noblesse tendencies have already rubbed off on her. Just look at that face. Sorry. I am being judgmental extra hard right now. You're in my way. Cease to be so. How about I cease your life? I'm okay. Sorry. I kind of get a thing when I kind of get just a little bit incensed when people think they're hoity-toity better than someone else. They're not. Okay, we got that. Double checking. There are a little more. Yeah, okay, there's like a stable quest that we have not done yet in Akala. That's next on our list. Mountain Secret. The jeweled... Oh, yeah. There's also one in Goron City we haven't done yet. With a merchant that kind of, like, walks around. Wish there were a way to, like, filter out all the EX quests. That's, like, muddying up my count really, really badly. I think that might be actually it. Dude, what about the Spark of Romance quest in Rito Village? Do we have that one? No, we don't. So that's like the motion sequel for sure. This one. All right, now I shouldn't be conducting any more electricity. Good. So we got a few things left, but then after that we only have some chests. And then we'll actually be good. Well, we'll be good here. So you, no. Probably, nope, that is not the correct person. Are they lying in bed right now? Hold on, I might not have found the right area. Let me go and double check. Yeah, of course that's not correct. Okay, I need to find the little one. Where is she? She out front or back somewhere? Ah, yes, here you are. Nope, wrong one. Bye. Okay, are you sitting like... are you like pointed opposite of the other one? I'm looking for a woman named Jana. It's not you, is it? That's Ken. Ah, right over here. Gotta be. The only other person we haven't talked to yet. Ah. You're a customer, right? Okay, good. Lately, a suspicious person named Kilton has been showing up in various regions across the land. They say he's the owner of something called the Fang and Bone. It only appears at night, or so they say. It seems the Istakala stable up north is hiring soldiers for protection because of the rumors about Kilton. Be careful out there. Okay. Ah, okay, I figured we would find her eventually. What do you want? I want to not talk to you anymore immediately. I'm just hanging out. We'll see about that. What's that? What do you have there? That's Amaranth, isn't it? Could you, maybe give me some? Wow, what do you want? Hey, I got a thing. You mind if I have it?
Me not that kind of orc.
Yeah, you can talk to me better, but also sure. Thank you. For you to be walking around with my favorite plant. It seems you and I may just get along after all. Oh no. Please don't tell me I'm giving a woman things and I'm courting her. That said, that Kala is famous for, well, nothing. So I have to ask, what could you possibly have come here for? Hudson? Hudson? Oh, that carpenter did stop by here, as it were. He said something like, I'm gonna build a village from the ground up. I think he went off towards Lake Akala. Lake Akala is to the east of here. If you're curious, you should head over there. So it's you that said, just a traveler. I see, a traveler, eh? In that case, I have a request for you. My little sister, Gleema, is a huge fan of insects. I know, I don't get it either. But apparently there's a certain insect she's dying to see in real life. She won't tell me about it, though. I suppose there are some things you can't just talk about with those you're closest to. Anyway, would you mind talking to her and trying to figure out which silly insect she's so crazy about? It's for her birthday. Think of it as a special birthday favor. Ooh, or even a birthday quest. Look, just do it, okay? Alright, now you make sense. Hey, mister, what's up? Hey, guess what I have? A secret. Want to know what it is? Tell me, tell me, tell me. Tee-hee. Tee-hee, I'm only going to tell a little secret. I love how there's a tee-hee, followed by, here's some really inconsequential thing I don't care about. That's totally a secret. Okay, ready? Here it comes. My big sister, Jana, hates dragonflies. Darners, right? Yeah, I once saw pictures of a warm darner, a cool darner, and an electric darner in a book. But when I showed them to Jana, she said their eyes were creepy and got mad. Oh, that was a secret, wasn't it? Jana's gonna be mad at me again. But I think that's because the pictures were all up close and stuff. I bet real ones are super cute. When I grow up, I want to travel the world and meet some real dragonflies. Oh, big sis, you ain't gonna like this one. Oh. So, it's you. I'm helping you out, Gleema. Yep, uh-huh. No way! Of all things, she wants to see a gross dragonfly, a warm, cold, and electric darter, 3 different types? Anything with dragonflies. Just thinking about their eyes makes me feel sick. I see. So Gleema knows that I despise dragonflies, and that's why she wouldn't tell me how much she loves them. Well, this is her birthday wish. I didn't have a choice. Bring me these things, please. I want to surprise Gleema, so don't tell her about this. Hey, you already found them all. Yes. Oh, right. In that case, may I have them? Ew. I can't do this. Please give them to her. Just give them to Gleema yourself. You tried to be a big sis, but you can't do it, can ya? I think there's a little bit of a lightning strike close by. Oh, hi, mister. What? These are for you. Enjoy, kiddo. Really? What is it? What is it? Wow, real-life dragonflies. Are these really for me? Hey, big sis, looky, it's a real-life, warm darner. And a cold electric ones, too. I'll bring them over so you can see. Hey, cut it out. Oh, not a good idea. Yup. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. She doesn't understand. Hey, I've managed to calm down somehow. Now then, I must thank you for catching those dragonflies. Here, take this. I'm fine with most insects. The only ones I simply can't stand are dragonflies. When I think about them looking at me with those evil compound eyes. Ugh. Ah, that was rough. Okay, I need to take a deep breath. Oh, little sis, you really shouldn't have shown her those. Thanks so much for the dragonflies. My big sisters and the sheep are all doing just great. Alright, that's that little one all done. Next one is the jewel trade. That means we gotta put on the gear. And head back up into the place where the lava is fine and free and flowing. I hope everybody's been enjoying the gameplay, because I know my commentary is a bit stiff. I just don't really have much that I can talk about. Like, I have tons of stuff. I guess it's not true. I'm kind of like defeating myself. I do have things I can talk about, but most of them are things that nobody else cares about, or that like only a couple people care about. Sorry, I don't think me talking about Magic the Gathering is necessarily the most interesting subject in the world. I don't think me talking about a lot of the facets of my personal life is all that interesting. We all have personal lives we can swap a story or two with. Okay, are you gonna be in the inn? That where you're gonna be? Like, I'm sorry, but I just don't, I just don't particularly see. Sorry, as the whole rosacea thing, there are peels of skin getting right in my eye. Not fun. Ugh. Grody. Yuck. Okay, let's find Miss Gerudo and get this nonsense started. I just gotta find her. She might only be out at night, too, in addition. Oh, we need some more bottles of Goron Spice. Most of the time, if it's not conjunctivitis, there you are. Savak. The daytime sure is scorching here. This is business talk, but I wanted to procure some rubies today. Do you happen to have 10 rubies? If so, I'll buy them for 2,300 rupees. That's more than the shop will pay, yeah? Savork, see you later. Oh, do we already have this quest done? Hold on, let me look. Gerudo Town. Zora's Domain. We're getting into the stable, so it'll definitely be... let's see, Gerudo. Yes, we already have this. I thought we hadn't done that particular one. Okay, let me look. The Road to Respect. You hear that off in the distance, my senators and inductees? That is an ad storm. In about 5 minutes, it'll blow over us, and then we can get right back to the gaming. Thanks. Okay, we actually have done all these. Okay, and yeah, that'll be the cue. The 5-minute warning for the commercial break. So if you guys, I probably should just, like, make the warning even a little bit more apparent with, like, a visual or something, or put a timer on the screen, something along those lines. But, yeah, that anytime you guys hear that audio advertisement, that is what that's for, or audio alert, that's what that's for. That's to let everybody know that there will be ads in 5 minutes. And the commercial breaks are 3 minutes long, and I'm generally away from my desk during those. So, if you guys don't want to be, you know, inundated with ads during those 3 minutes, get up, get a snack. Or do something else. Okay, the next one is actually not here. Let's take this off. And let's head over to Rito Village, because there's another quest here we have not done. And then I think the last one is the Xenoblade stuff. And then we'll actually be all set. Okay, so we're looking for a person by the name of Jogo. But yeah, I really want to thank you guys for, you know, hanging out with me today. I apologize the commentary for being lackluster or what have you. Sometimes I just don't have a whole bunch to talk about. Like, yeah, we're doing quests, and yeah, I could sit here and rejoice or, you know, regale you with stories of my personal life or something, but sometimes I just don't have that sort of thing to talk about, and I don't have personal stories that I can safely share. And hearing about how the sky is falling, and that the US is terrorizing the world with tariffs or foreign policy is not that only like, yes, we can all participate in my self-flogging over it, or whatever, but we can only do that but so many times. And that gets repetitive. It's boring. Where's Mr. Jogo at? Mr. Jogo's gotta be somewhere. Hey there, J-Man Curly's Toilet. Welcome on in. Good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well in both health and spirit, and I hope you enjoy your stay. J-Man Curly's Toilet. How familiar are you with, I am not in the correct side. How familiar are you with, Breath of the Wild? Are you, don't mind my name, It's Strange? If you want me to call you something else, I'm more than happy to oblige. But, I'll call you J-Man Curly's Toilet. I've done that. I typically use full names until I'm given the, go-ahead otherwise. I need to be heading north is what I need to be doing. A lot. You love it? Yeah, so have you beaten the game, or look, you played it a whole bunch? You just said a lot. Sorry. Let me try that again. is Breath of the Wild a game that you have beaten, or okay, you have beaten it. Cool. On just normal mode, master mode. I'm curious as to my audience's exposure with this game. I've had all kinds of people come in here, and it always fascinates me. Okay, where is this? Is it like up here at this level or what? Normal? Gotcha. You'll give me just a couple of minutes? With and without glitches? Cool. Cool. I'm mostly intending a non-glitch playthrough myself. I am gonna go, like, rinse my face real quick during the break, and I should be right back with you shortly. J-Man Curly's toilet. Give me one moment. Sorry about that, folks. I am back. I went and cleaned up my face, got some of the skin out of my eyes and everything. Ocular rosacea, everybody. I think it's rosacea. It could be another like ocular condition, but if it is, I'm gonna be, oh boy. Yep, with and without glitches. Okay, and then on YouTube, J-Man Curly's Toilet says, oh, hello. I need to adjust my activity feed. Hang on. Yeah, yep, there's that. I'm sorry, what? It's only giving me the Twitch ones right now. Why? Oh, activity feed. I definitely need something else so I can keep up with YouTube. I gotta figure out what that is. Answering the last sentence. Thank you so much for subbing, J-Man Curly's Toilet. I really appreciate it. Every little sub helps. I promise, every sub does. I'm gonna try to get back to working on the YouTube, like, subscriber special, soon enough. I just gotta get my life in, like, working order. There are like 15 different things I'm doing in like a given month. It's wild. Anyway, let's. You're right over here. Ugh. Hey there, good day. So are you staying in Rito Village too? Yeah, I see. Nice to meet a fellow admirer. I always liked the simple nature of this village, although I'm starting to regret choosing it as my honeymoon destination. It's really cold here and there's not much to do, so my wife is complaining non-stop. She won't even talk to me right now. Oh man, if this doesn't work, she's gonna divorce me for sure. I need to make some baked apples to keep my wife happy, but I don't have any flint to start a fire. How about we start one right here under the nose of the Rito? We'll have a bunch of hawks just like whatever sound a hawk makes. My mouth can't do that. Just mow out a nice little region, and then toss a baked apple in here like so. The game totally liked what I did, by the way. The game totally liked it. Now, good sir, I have to ask, did you actually, consult your wife about where you were honeymooning? Or did she go like, you plan it? Hey there, good day. That unmistakable, slightly acrid scent. You have some flint on you, don't you? Can you sell me a piece? Sure. Thanks. As promised, here's your payment. 100 rupees for flint is like... I feel like I'm stealing from you. Don't do that. All right. Now I can make some baked apples. I still need to make more baked apples to keep my wife happy. So please bring me more flint. He'll gladly take all the flint you're willing to deliver. Good. Curry for what ails you. Yes, yes. Gift for the Great Fairy. Leviathan Bones. Gift from the monks. Got all those quests done. Got the balloon one done. It's that one. Dark armor. Yes, we did all those. Horseback hoodlums. Yeah, the giant horse quest. The thunder magnet. The gift of nightshade. Sunken treasure. I actually think... that's all of them. Sheep rustlers. Just kind of like looking over all of it. Yeah, I actually think we did it. We just gotta get the Xenoblade Chronicles stuff out of the way. And is that a reload the game a bunch of times, or what? Looking this one up, because this is kind of like one of two last things we should do before the stream is over. One of them is going to be going back up here to, the lake outside Lost Woods. My reasoning for doing this, by the way, is that there is a trout we have not taken a picture of yet. Like, we don't even know it exists in the game. Yeah, you guys thought there was only, like, snails that were stealthy? Nah, fam. They're fish that do that. Might as well get this done and out of the way. Plus, when we take a picture of it and you guys see it, that means I can actually grind the necessary stealth fin trout. I can actually do that. Whereas before, couldn't really do that. Just trying to find a place that I'm not gonna get jerked around by enemies. There's the bass. There's that one. We're gonna keep, like, kind of walking around looking for these. Dang it. Okay, those are warm darners. Ooh, is that the stealth fin right there? Might be. Yeah, looks like it. Yeah, they're glowing even. They're glowing. Stealth fin trout. Things that glow are usually not super stealthy, but I guess they're stealthy during the day, huh? Let's go ahead and catch these. Yay, and now I can grind them in my off time. What? But I didn't stumble. Why is that a thing? Why is that a thing? Stop that. Where is there there should be a third fish around here, right? Oh, this game cheated me out of that. Cool. Love that for me. Anyway, I wanted to make sure I showcased this. So now what we're gonna do is we're going to look up this particular quest and get the red shooting stars. Okay, so these have to be done at night. And the first one is on the Bridge of Hylia, and we're going to be looking at the southern sky until we see a red shooting star. Hopefully, it'll be anytime after 9, and because of the nature of shooting stars, like once 2 p.m. once 2 a.m. rolls around, if we don't see one, we should reset and start over. Okay, so the middle of the bridge would be like here. And it's already 10. So we just look back this way. And there will be a red-tinged shooting star in the sky. No, you don't need your Sheikah Slate out either. It's all this should be is this. Oh, I hear another one, maybe? Oh. There's one. Mark that sucker with a nice, beautiful, like, stamp. And we'll have to do this across 3 nights and load the game like 2 more times because of how shooting stars work and everything. 1, 2, 3, 4. Salvage your headwear. Collaboration. Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Essential gear used by a boy who seeks sunken treasure in the Cloud Sea. It's a rather rare find. Give me your horn. I would love to not have electric balls firing at me. We've got, so we basically need, from what I understand, we need two of each dragon spirit part. So two scales, two scales, 2 fangs, 2 claws, and 2 horns. And the pieces that require each one, that require the different types, or that required them, well, I'm sorry. I'm fumbling that up big time. Let's try that again. Which dragon corresponds to which armor just kind of depends on, you know, what the armor is exactly. Let's see, Skull Lake. Look toward the eastern sky. So that's here. We'll need to save at this shrine and then reset. I don't think you can get these in sequence. Like, I don't think I could just hear a glint or a glimmer and suddenly it's there. Or whatever. Okay, so this would be to the east. I'm gonna, of course, have a campfire ready. I'm gonna make sure campfire is ready, but I'm pretty sure we're not gonna find another one. We have to actually, like, save and reload the game, and we'll, like, reset the chance for a shooting star. There's like a whole hubbub that you have to do with this. And there's not like anything else. Oh, no, I heard it. You can get these in sequence. That's cool. Okay, it's like way over there. That's cool. That means we can rest until the next night and do that. That's actually rather awesome. I thought I was going to have to reload the game and everything. I guess these aren't traditional shooting stars. It's like over there. Thankfully, the shooting stars won't fade out until 5 a.m. in the game. That, like, you have until that long to get them. Additionally, something worth noting about the usual shooting stars that you might try to farm fragments from, you can quickly whip out a fire, like a piece of wood, and you know, light it up real quick, and you can rest until the next night. It'll advance to the next night, but by resting at the fire, you skip the sunrise, like, state. Like, you don't have to worry about the morning. So then the star fragment you were trying to get, like, stays intact. So if you're, like, trying to farm them legitimately, that's kind of how you would do it. I heard another one. Now, is there a dragon above me or below me? Why are you two annoyances? I hear it. I hear this dragon. I know it's here. I do not know where it is. That is so frustrating. Every time I hear one of these dragons, it's like, okay, it's definitely this way. And if that is the case, like, the music should be getting a little bit more distinct as I get closer. Like, that's not happening. Yeah, you'd be surprised how fast the spirit dragons are. You really are not getting them anytime soon. Now, let's go ahead and... we should probably make it to the target destination first. Heber Peak. Okay, that's going to be easy enough. That's this gear. All the way at the top. Heber Peak? I did read that right? Yes, Heber Peak. And specifically, yeah, it's like basically right on top of it. So, and then just look southeast and we'll see it. Now, is that going to be underneath the peak? I think it might be. Granted, we could still get to it from there, but we're definitely going to be, like, struggle busing it for a hot second. And then we can finally be done for the day. I can, like, actually go, you know, get a nice, good, like, deep clean in. Yeah, okay. And this is just like a huge shelf of ice, right? Yeah, it is. Probably not gonna be able to avoid this thing's gaze. Oh, no, maybe we can. Yeah, okay, we did avoid it. Good, 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 good. I suppose I can share a bit of my personal circumstances or what have you. Things in the US are going the same as ever, you know. Orange Man do be oranging a lot. He do be making us look like a circus. I feel like we've either elected Emperor Nero in like a modern day business suit, or we've elected the twin emperors of Rome before Rome fell, you know? I feel like that's where we're headed. And there's kind of nothing I can do about it. It's one. I'm not talking. We can sit here and go, ooh, fall of an empire. Isn't a failing empire a good thing? Yeah, sure. I'm not going to sit here and say that, you know, empires shouldn't fall. What I will say is that normally that's the type of thing you usually read about in a history book. You usually don't experience it. Okay. We may not have to worry about... thank you. We're gonna sit until night. Anytime after 9, which means a bonfire should be all that's needed. But I suppose people who were in Rome at the time Rome fell were also thinking about this as something you only read about in history, or that you... Yeah, they could just fly straight over to that, and then we can actually be done. Well, isn't that exciting? You can actually be done for the day. Because again, you guys don't want to see me grind. There's no reason for you to do that. Also, is this like a different chest? No, it's all treasure chest. Salvager trousers. They're a rare find. Swim dash stamina up. Oh, so the swim dash costs a lot less. Okay. I think that's everything. Yeah, there's no quests left. We have these memories. We have, what? It looks like 5 recovered memories. The only 2 main quests are the Champion's Ballad and killing Ganon. That's it. Oh, it feels so good to be over the top of this mountain. Of course, we're not done yet, but... that gives me half an hour to listen to some music and shower. I hate doing this. I hate cutting streams short for, like, real-life circumstances or whatever. Especially when I probably could grind a little bit, and you guys would love using this time to talk, but I'm trying to, like, keep to the, hey, let's not turn things into a grinding AMA. let's not make videos about that. Nobody cares. Trying to like respect that. Gonna save so that we don't lose progress. That's gonna do it, everybody. I hope everybody has a good rest of their day. They have some fun. And in keeping with what I said earlier, I am definitely not going to be raiding because I want to use this time to prepare. And I feel filthy. I just kind of feel like I need a shower, you know? I took like a bath early this morning. I still feel like I need a shower. Gonna go take one. And I can get dolled up in the meantime. Before I go, I'm gonna do the usual shilling for people on Twitch. So I'm gonna shout out 2 people today. One is a partner, one is an affiliate. If you guys like, you know, I wouldn't say necessarily cozy. Helldivers is not always a cozy game. But if you guys like that sort of general stream interaction, and you guys like bubbly, very energetic streamers, I wish I could be her. Check out Venora Darkwolf. She is a Twitch associate. She is a partner. I know her through Reverve Bone. She's a genuinely nice person and treats everybody well. She almost never gets nasty with anyone. Insofar as I know. But please go check out her playthrough. It looks like she's doing Doom today and probably like, what is it? Doom. Oh, is it just Doom? Oh, that sounds like fun. But please go check out Miss Frog Queen. Give her all your love and attention. Bubbly is as bubbly does. And if bubbly is what the audience does, then bubbly is what the audience will get. Finally, the other person that I want to shout out, his name is Marcus, or better known as It's Lethal. He recently just got affiliate. He's been doing the Fortnite grind. You know, that's what everybody does if they want to get a whole bunch of people. Play Fortnite. It's popular. It's popular for a reason. But if you guys like generally interactive streams, please go check out his content. He works really hard on it. Whenever he gets the time to stream, he does. Here comes that shout out. I will do a marathon stream at some point. I don't know when that's going to be precisely, but I am going to do one. I don't know what game is going to be present when I do it. I really have... like, 24-hour streams are kind of just something you have to plan. You know? You can't, like, you can't just go through them all willy-nilly. Can't do it just cause. 8-hour streams are already rough on me. Never mind 24, but 24 is and I guess to make matters worse with the marathon streams of that sort, I don't have a bed in here. I'm very happy to have gotten rid of the bed in here. But now if I want to do any of that sort of stuff, I got to whip out the air mattress. Or else, you know, sleep on the ground with a freaking like mattress or pads or something. I don't know. But I'll have to plan that sort of thing because I cannot do 24 hours of just straight up being up and alive. That's not going to work. Anyway, I have thought about that more is like the takeaway from that. I promise. You guys have been awesome. My name is Coinstamp. Most people call me Coin. We stream pretty much every day of the week. I take weekends off, 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And with the end of today's stream marks the beginning of the second DLC. So if you guys are looking to know when the single like the ranked, like the plural choice ranked choice votes are becoming due, they will become due real soon. Like absolutely soon. And with that, you guys are more than welcome to be in my hallowed halls anytime. My senators and inductees, do stay safe, do take care of yourselves, and with that, goodbye.